Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone, and welcome to the Shorts Not Pants Film Festival. My name is Shelagh Rowan-Legg, and I'm a member of the programming team. And I'm delighted to welcome to our studio today the writer and director and producer of the amazing short Good Morning Midnight, Elisabeth Silveiro and Claire Chassagne. Welcome to you both, and thank you so much for sharing with us your wonderful film.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Elisabeth, if we could start with you, where did this story come from?
Well, this story actually came from a novel written by Jean Rhys, and when I read this one small part of his novel, I I thought that it will be great short film, and immediately I think about Fanny Ardant because I really admire her, and it was like opportunity to work with her on this project, and she said yes immediately. And so start from a desire to tell a story, this
And
story.
what about this story, particularly about this woman in this particular moment in her life, in this night when she connects with this young man? What about that story spoke to you?
Well, for me, I think it's a story about two persons who don't understand each other because the character of Fanny Ardant, she thinks she only wants to the money from her, so she don't believe him, and I think it's about. Also, women who get older, I think it's more difficult for women to get older, and you have a lot of insecurity. And I think in some way, this film speak about this also. It's what we desire, the difficulty to be desired when you get older.
Hmm. And Claire, as a producer, what about this story drew you in, both from from a sort of creative perspective and perhaps a practical perspective as well?
Well, the thing is, I arrived like quite late on this project in a way because basically Elizabeth showed me the project, and I sort of knew that through like regular fundings for short film, we would struggle a lot for this film. So I was like, sort of, I don't think I can find like some fundings for the film, and then Elizabeth, being the headstrong and very courageous person that she started like working basically when Fanny Ardant said yes, assembling a crew and stuff like that. And I saw like all this energy, plus we were like having a COVID lockdown or something like that. So
Mhm.
basically, we could shoot if we were like doing some professional work. So instead of like being depressed at home, we had the opportunity to be together and work together. And yeah, so we did the film with our own money and also with a lot of generosity from everyone in the team because everyone worked for
For
free.
free.
That's quite amazing to me that you would have trouble finding funding, considering Jean Rhys, quite an acclaimed writer, and if you have a star like Fanny Ardant, I mean, let's talk about her. She's one of the legends of cinema, legends of French cinema. Elizabeth, you'd worked with her before, but you would say with a documentary film. So, what was the difference in directing somebody like Fanny in a fiction narrative film?
Well, I think to be honest, it was very easy because Fanny she's very
Passionate.
passionate, and I start again. It was really easy because Fanny is a passionate person and she's here to work because we work together on a project, so it was easy and but it's Fanny Ardant, so she's great actress, so she, how to say it, every time it's like I don't know how to explain in English, but
It's
she give a lot of proposition, and so I can say, Fanny, can we try this way? And she propose you something, and if it's not fit to your movie, you can say to Fanny, Ardant, can we do different? think with the same situation, and so she is very open, very flexible, and it was an amazing experience for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like driving a Ferrari, sort of.
Yeah.
Like she was able to change like very little thing and still have the text like perfectly covered. Like just yeah, such an immense actress. Like yeah.
And also Kishush, he was great because I feel like we had a connection between them. We become like we laugh together, and it's helped us a lot to see two actors who s'entendent bien, comme on dit.
They get along each other
Yeah.
very well. Yeah.
They had such a wonderful chemistry. You immediately believe them as the characters, and that they would be drawn to each other. There was you never doubt it. One of the things I really loved about the film was the rhythm of it. You weren't afraid. I mean, was that difficult for you, or easy, or how did you find that rhythm that you didn't rush it, nor did you really drew out the moments? How did you coordinate that? Because there were long silences or times when they were just sort of looking at each other, looking away. How did you work on the timing of that?
Well, actually, I also an editor, and so it's easy. It helps me when I direct things, and I don't want to cut all the time, so I did a lot of plan séquence. Yes, and after the silence, it's with editing you could I don't know. Avec le silence, en fait, avec le montage, tu peux aussi étirer le temps.
Yeah, with editing, you can inflate times, but also you spent a lot of time rehearsing on set as well.
Yes, I think this film it was a little bit particular for me because the rhythm of the film it's like a feature film. Because normally in short film things go faster, and it was like my choice to do this kind of movie when everything take time, because otherwise it doesn't work with story. I mean, if everything go fast, you don't believe the characters.
It's I often as a programmer worry when shorts are too long. But we don't feel the 20 minutes of this movie at all, or if we do, it's because we want to be there. Did you ever think about changing something about the end? Did you ever think maybe about him coming back, perhaps, or maybe he did take the money? Did you ever think about changing something?
Actually, on the shooting, after the men go away, Fanny had like a monologue when she say it's okay, tomorrow I will die, and was like a little bit with humor, but she was saying, but it's okay. She don't need this man anymore, and she can die now. And when we tried to shoot it on the set, it wasn't very interesting for me, I thought. And so I preferred to stay with her in silence, and it was important for me to see what he didn't take money actually. So I didn't see another possibility for the movie. And about comeback, I think I like when the movie you can imagine things in the future. So you can imagine maybe he will come back, maybe he will not come back.
Yeah, we don't know, and that open-endedness it makes us quite sad. But part of me hopes that maybe after the screen goes black, she's going to wake up and there's going to be a knock at the door and he's there, or maybe she'll meet him the next night in the same bar. But that's just the romantic in me. I try to romantic optimistic.
The music in the film, the Italian music, the parole of this music, the lyrics of his music tell the story. It was important for me to do music because it's complete with film, and at the same time with music it's very like not funny music, but it's very it's not depressed music. It's
it's melancholy.
Joyeuse.
like joyful,
A
but
joyful music, but the lyrics are very sad, and that's
Yes,
why I
yes.
did not put this music on the phone.
I like that we have the subtitles to the song. I read it. I understand Italian just a little bit, but I could read the subtitles, and there it was the whole story laid out, and it just broke my heart all over again. How did you find the shooting experience? You know, you're still dealing with a lot of COVID regulations. You said you had rehearsals. Did you find it a good challenge, a bad challenge to work around any restrictions? Huh?
I will starting after if actually we did like two comment dire,
rehearsals.
rehearsals, but we shoot this movie very fast, only in 4 days and 4 nights.
Oh well. Mhm.
Yeah, so it was like it was like I don't know how to explain, but it was like the energy. We knew what we should to do, and we should go fast. And how it was the experience?
No, it was great. Like the COVID regulations, they were okay because the crew was okay to wear masks, and it wasn't like the first wave or at a point where things were like really, really difficult to shoot with. It was like and another wave, but less dangerous. And of course, we were like quite, caring about Fanny because we want to keep her for years and years, of course. And yeah, no. Was less fun was me driving trucks and like not doing it very well, and but yeah, no, it was a really, really fun experience,
Yeah.
even
Because,
with
Well,
the COVID.
because it was like a small crew, so everybody did different things on the same time, so it was like
Yeah, and I
well,
really felt like the people, they really wanted to be there because of the COVID, or else they would be like sort of stuck at home.
yeah, I think because of funny too,
Yeah.
to work on the project because
mhm.
it's my DOP. He came from Brussels with
Well,
all camera and all crew to shoot Fanny because he's a big a fan of her, and I think a lot of people loved her very much and wanted to do this movie together.
yeah, it's a testament to you and your work, to the actors, to everyone that everybody was willing to give their time for and to do that and make such an extraordinary short. It was certainly one of with the programming teams. It was in probably our top 5 favorites of everything that we selected. We all just adore it so much. It's a beautiful piece of work, and thank you so much for giving us your time. And we look forward to seeing more films, short, feature, documentary, any from both of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.